Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. Oh my goodness. It's an amazing day, amazing evening, right? Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you might be, wherever you might be catching us from today. Yes, as usual, we are back. We are back with the banger. Do you hear that? We are back with a big deal, right? Yes. We say happy new month to all our fans worldwide.
Hey,
Happy new month of April.
Mhm.
Maybe you thought we're not
Yeah.
gonna come live. Of course, we're not gonna give you that April feel, okay?
Mhm.
The assignment we are giving you today is go to that bank app on your phone. Go check it. Yes, something is dropping right now. Of course, your financial breakthrough is not going to come like a magic. You need to take a step, right? And that is why we are always here, educating you, and making ourselves available for you to ask your questions. Okay? I'm not here alone today. I have with me this wonderful and successful and mamapreneurs. Yes, I have Modupe all the way from California.
hello everyone.
Hello, hello. Yes, and I have, oh my God, the CEO, Debbie K. All right.
Hi,
Say hi to
everyone.
our
Hi,
people.
everyone.
Hi, hi. Yes, and I have with me my neighbor. Oh my God. Omolara, say hello to our audience.
Hi, everyone. Happy New Month to you all.
Yes. Happy new month. Happy new month. And of course, we will not dive into today's topic without asking you, what did you do in the last quarter? The very first quarter of the year, the quarter we just finished last night, right? How did you
Mhm.
finish it? Strong? Are you on track with your goals for the year? Remember, you had those new year resolutions, those goals, those smart goals that you put together. How did you finish it strong for the first quarter? The second quarter is here. The first day of the month of April, and we are here, yes, to educate us, to share one or two things with us. And we want you to say, we are telling you that, come on, be on the comment section. Let's know what your thought is on today's topic. Today we're looking at thriving in the midst of recession. Thriving in the midst of recession. What does it really mean to thrive? It means you are not struggling. You are not struggling. You are not, right? You are moving forward. Everything is booming for you. Can everybody boast of, the fact that they are thriving within a recession? So Modupe, I want to bring you in, and I want you to kind of, on a layman ground, tell us what recession means to you.
Thank you, Mutarayo. Are you ready, guys? It's the
Yes.
second quarter of the year. What an amazing time to really to really, break down this topic and look at it from another perspective. Recession. That does not sound like a very
Uh-uh.
palatable word,
No,
subject,
that's
if you
not.
ask me, right? That does not sound like something everybody wants to talk about on their dinner table. But guess what? Guess what? We have to talk about it. We have to talk about it because whether we like it or not, it's actually a cycle, an economic cycle, right? Whether we want to accept of it or we want to deny of it. But while I just break that down and tell us what it is, right? A recession, or it could be tantamount to a cycle in which is relevant and for us to discuss in the sense that it's a downturn trend in the business cycle. Usually, it's characterized by a decline in either production or where you begin to see, massive unemployment, downtown in income and spending of households just decline. So instead of things going north, we begin to see them go south in a layman's language. So when we begin to experience those things, we begin to see those signs, we begin to see those symptoms. Hey, It's not far-fetched. It's recession. So there is the downtrend, right, in economic cycle. We begin to see that there is massive unemployment looming around us. Like it's just like you can smell it. You can literally perceive it. It's recession. When we begin to see that our income, right, is just going down south when it should be going up north, hey, folks, decline in production. You begin to talk about certain elements that you power, certain things, household necessities that you could easily afford. And then you get to the market, it's like, oh my gosh, it is super expensive. It's not far-fetched, folks. It's recession. We want to talk about it. It's not about the topic itself. I mean, the subject matter recession itself, but what do we do about it? What are we doing about it? What are you expected to do about it? Or what are you currently doing about it? I'm sure that is where we're going this evening, right, Muturaya? Okay,
Right.
back to you. Let's
Thank
go.
you so much, Modupe. You got that right. Yes. We are not all about it, but we need to just bring the introduction in, right? What are you currently doing about recession, people? Right. And Modupe said it. The downturn in sales, right? The downturn in economic activity, the downturn in what comes into your pocket. It might still be the same thing, but can you go to the market with it? Can you go to the store with it and come home with the same value of what you've been doing 2, 3 years ago? Absolutely no. And are you doing something about it? So, Omalara, I'm coming to you now. A lot of people will say, hey, recession, but there is no decline. Or how can I know that there is a decline? You know, or how can I know that there is unemployment? Right? Let's look at that in that way. How can I know? Because it's not affecting me, or I don't even pray. Yeah, we put it in that way. We pray that it will not affect us. Yes. What do you have to say to that?
Thank you, Motoraya, for that question. You know, a lot of people they refuse to, I mean, to accept the belief that there is recession simply because they still have a job. But for between you and I, we all know that whoever doesn't have a job at this time that we are, I mean, a lot is going to happen in that family. A lot is going to happen to that individual, right? So if I said I'm closing my eyes, I don't know that there is recession in the world right now. I'm just deceiving myself. I'm just going to say I'm lying about it because we have a lot of people out there that this thing has affected. We have a lot of people that have no job at this time. But for me and you having a job and we still keeping our job, we should thank God we still have something, you know, coming into the family, coming into the house. We still have the ability to put something on the table, you know, for our family. But what if, let me say, for those who don't have that luxury or that don't have that opportunity, you know, to have something, you know, doing right now, how do you think they're going to be feeding their family? What do you think they're going to be feeding on? And so if anybody says, well, it's none of my business, I don't know, there is recession, just pray you don't lose your job. Because a lot of people that lost their job today, they don't pray for it. You know, they do not say, they didn't, I'll just say it that way. They don't pray for it to happen, but it has happened. The next step is, what are we going to do? What is the next thing to do for us to, like, you know, get away from that recession thing? And then recession that we're even talking about, it can happen to anybody, right? I mean, the world at large, it's in debt. Most countries today, they are in debt. But what is the solution? What do we do? So for us not to get into recession of I mean, for us not to get to the point of us not having a job, then we need to strategize. We need to, like, you know, start thinking of what we can do, right? So that we will not wait till that time that we're losing our job or we lose our job. So we need to take a step, we need to take an action. And what action do we have to take? Do something that you don't have to wait till that time comes. Because by the time you wait till that time comes, what are you going to fall back on? How are you going to start? If you own a home, how do you pay your mortgage? If you're renting, how do you pay your rent? If you have car notes, how do you pay all that? If you had debt, how do you pay all that? So at the end of the day, you not having a job means you are not bringing anything into the family. You are not putting anything on the table. And if you are not able to provide for your family, that makes you to be a loser, because your family will look at you as a loser. Your children will look at that person as a loser. That, okay, mom, dad, what is going on? Okay, you are not able to, provide for us anymore. What do we do? So what we need to do, I've said it earlier on, that we need to look for a better way for us to do something, so that even though there is recession, right, we don't have to wait for us to lose our job before we do something that will make us to become a better person in life.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. I really appreciate that. Yes. And to I want Adebola to give more elaboration on that. Should anybody at this time, fully employed and feeling like, I have what it takes, I'm paying my bills and everything. Should anybody wait until the eventuality happen before they take steps, or what will you advise?
All right. Thank you, Motunrayo. I'm just going to go straight to that question. Should you wait? Should you just focus on the fact that you have a job and say, okay, recession is not going to affect me? Just to break it down for you, recession can affect anybody, even while you least expect it, because of one main reason. If you are only depending on your job as a source of income, your source of livelihood, it is not a certain solution. Okay, it's not a certain a permanent solution to recession. There is something called recession-proof income or recession-proof source of income. Are you there yet? Is that what your job is? Is that what your career is all about? Do you have that already? If you have that already, then good for you. But if you are an employee and you work for somebody else, you build, helping somebody to build their own legacy and all that, then you are not yet recession proof. Okay, you are not recession proof. Your income is not a recession proof income. So what we're just trying to say is that don't be too comfortable with that job and say, okay, I have a job, I'm paying my. What if the job goes tomorrow? They're not going to give you a notice that, oh, uh, James, you need to get ready. We're going to be letting you go in about 1 week or in about a month. So if you want to find something, no. Most of the time it comes suddenly. You go to work today, they tell you, oh, please don't come back tomorrow, or they just tell you we don't need you. There's nothing you can do about it. So we are just trying to say, don't, let me put it the way they generally say, that don't put all your eggs in that one basket. Don't just rely on your job. We are not in that age anymore. Yeah, it's okay. People will say, oh, so is everybody going to be maybe a business owner? Some people still have to do this other kind of job. Yes, some people have to do it. There are some people that have never even worked. They've not gone to that level. They are not in the labor market yet. They're going to get there. They're going to start with that. But you have started. You've been there for years. It's time to move on. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't get too comfortable doing that job without even thinking of planning for another way. People, I was here in 2008. It was bad. A lot of people lost their jobs suddenly. It was bad. There was a lot of bankruptcy. There was foreclosure. People lost their homes. People lost their homes. I was here 2020 when COVID happened. And even though that wasn't not like a recession, it didn't start as a recession, but the situation is almost the same. People lost their job, people that had to go to work each day to get an income to take care of their family. They couldn't go out, then they couldn't work, and there was no income coming in. We don't want to wait until that time. And that gave us a new dimension. That opened our mindset. It was like, oh, this is a new dispensation. So this could happen. The whole world could shut down. It's possible. So let's just get ourselves prepared. Let's get ourselves prepared. Knowledge is power, but only when it is applied. When you know something, then you have to do something about it. It's time to give up the good for the greater. Your comfort zone now with your job is the good. Thank God for the job, but it's time for you to pursue the greater. All right, people, let's do this. We can, we will, we're doing it, and you too can. Thank you, Muturayo.
All right. Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. You heard it right. Now, let me tell you something. Let me emphasize on this. That guess what? The recession might not necessarily come from the world or from the environment you find yourself. It might be a personalized recession. Yes, our body system might decide to go on recess. And if that happens, do you have
Customized
something,
recession.
yeah, as a backup? And that is the area we are coming from, right? The situation you are in at a particular point in time can decide to put you on a localized recession, a personalized one, like it did to me in 2020. I got a job, but my daycare situation decided to put me on recession. Guess what? I had no other plan. Yes. And that can be so frustrating when you know that you are capable of working, you know what to do, you have what it takes, but your situation is not allowing you. But guess what? You cannot allow that to happen. That is one major reason why I took on the campaign. The campaign of doing what? Yes, telling people not to wait until they experience a recession like I did before they have a backup. Yes. So and I know it's not easy for a lot of people. It has to do with a lot of work, right? And I'm gonna ask Modupe, does mindset, the right mindset, having the right mindset, does it have anything to do in having a proper planning in place, a proper backup, a proper, something to fall back on that you are actually doing along now? Does it have anything to do with that?
It has everything to do with it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's a very fantastic point you raised right there. Our mindset has everything to do with us. As a matter of fact, knowing what I know right now, and I'm still a work in progress. I'm still taking everyday step to be better, to become better, not just for myself, but for my community. Guess what? 99% of some of the things we do, it's mindset oriented. While only 1% could be alluded to maybe the technicality of that particular subject matter. So when our mindset is not right and properly aligned, so many things will have to suffer for it. And so that is why we have to be very intentional about those things we allow to pass through us, to get to us. Because life is more like a garbage in, garbage out, is what I say. Whatever we allow in, right, it becomes part of us. And that is what we are able to give back to the community, to give back to our world. So when we're looking at your mindset and looking at, okay, in place of, can we stop being negative? Even though we don't see those things, can you just affirm it? Can you just begin to affirm those things that are not as if they are? Because it's just a matter of time. Universe will align that to become yours. It's just a matter of time. Affirm it. It's just a matter of time. Think and grow rich. Everybody should read that book by Napoleon Hill. Think and grow rich. It would help you even properly align with what we should be doing. So our mindset is very critical. And so for those of us who are out there, our mindset will also tell us that on a normal day, on a very normal day, people, folks listening to us or catching up on this replay, life, or we are meant to just stay comfortable and just be like, I'm fine. I won't move an inch. That is how we are wired. But we will have to, because again, it's our brain. It's the computer that it's going to become you're just going to keep telling us, this is comfortable. You're fine. You're good and dandy. Trust me, you are not good. You are far from being good.
Mm-hmm.
You heard Adebola just said, ditch the good for the greater. So you're not even good. If your entire, destination, we're looking for a greater outcome, and we're still dealing with the good. Hey, folks, we have a long journey to really, really get to. So on a normal day, our body won't tell us to do it. Reach out for success. Reach out for that thing that will transform your life. And that is why we'll have to train our mindset. We will have to be properly aligned. And there are so many ways, you are going to have to work around that. Are you even grateful for what you have right now? Are you grateful for those things you haven't even received, knowing very well that you will receive it? How are you receptive of that? How are you positioning yourself to the world outside of you? Those things are very crucial. If you forget anything we say today, folks, I would like for us not to forget this, that in life, every subject matter in which we are doing or what have you, 90% to 99% of those things are mindset oriented. Only 1% is the technicality there. Because when you're properly aligned and you said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be able to do this, I'm going to become that great engineer, I'm going to be able to put this together, I bring in all my innovative, I'm going to try these things, even though, that thing is not working, it's just first attempt, right, in learning. It's not failure. I'm just going to try again. And it's just a matter of time. Life will align. Mindset is everything, people. Muturai, I hope I addressed your question. Mindset is everything. It's everything.
You did.
Mindset
is everything. You did a good job to that. Yes, watching us now, or you're going to be catching up on a replay. What kind of mindset do you have? Yes, ask yourself, what kind of do you need to work on your mindset, especially when it comes to your personal growth, when it comes to you developing you, right? What kind of mindset do you have? There is a saying that you are a kind of, the 5 people that you stay around, that is the product of what you're going to become. So who are you associating yourself with? It's okay to pray, like we said, but you cannot pray yourself out of recession. You need to pray and you back it up with action.
Yeah.
Pray and do the work. Pray and take the action. Pray and go the extra mile. Do not be comfortable in that comfort zone. It is very dangerous. Yes, mindset is what it takes you to have proper planning in place to be recession proof, for your income, for your finances to be recession proof. Okay? Yes. I know a lot of people now, they go to the store. If you want to have fun, okay, when you have some extra time on your hand, just go to the store, park at the entrance, and you look at people's faces when they are wheeling those carts out of the store. Some will be fighting with their bag. Some will be yes, they will. Because guess what? Recession is taking place in their purses. Don't allow that. Do not be that person that would like any tiny thing. You will flare up because you don't want any extra thing to bring any extra expense to you. Be prepared. Right. And that is going to take me to Omolara. I want to ask you, Omolara, what does it take? Is it even necessary to have an emergency fund? Then what role does it play? And can anybody at this time and age with a 9 to 5 boast of having, a reliable emergency fund at this time?
That's a big question. That's a big question, and thank you for that question. That's a big question and a tough one indeed. Just to buttress what you said last, I know someone that said, she has about 4 kids at home, right? And each time they want to fry egg, to heat bread. Most of them take like 3 eggs, 4 eggs. So she said she called everybody and sat them down there. Guys,
Family meeting.
exactly. It is time for us to take a family meeting. You all know there is recession in the world, most especially in America, because we live in America, so we don't know. I don't know other parts of the world, but I know it's everywhere, right? So she said, you that you are eating 4 egg, you need to reduce it to 3. You that you are eating 3 egg, you need to reduce it to 2. I mean, when the kids heard that, she said, they're like, Mom, why? Why do we have to reduce it? Because you are not working. You don't know what the world is talking about. All you know is mommy goes to the store, she comes in with handful of bags, and at the end of the day, you don't even know how much I spend at the store. And she said again that things that she normally buys, I mean, when she finished buying her grocery and all that, things that she normally pay $150 for, now she's paying double the money, almost $350 for the same thing she's buying or she bought at 150. So what does that tell us? We need to cut down on our spending. I mean, because you never can tell. We've said it earlier, anything can happen, right? And so for us to live a quality and a better life, we don't have to put all our eggs in one basket. So for us to now say, we having 9 to 5, 9 to 5 cannot just do it. It cannot just do it, because by the time before you even get your check, some are bi-weekly, some are weekly, and some are monthly. So before your check comes into the house, before you receive your check in your account, guess what? It's all gone. So how do you want to survive in that situation, whereby your car note is there, your student loan is there, or probably your children's student loan is there, your mortgage or your rent, all these things are there. So how do you thrive, or how do you survive in that kind of situation of 9 to 5? So for us not to be affected much with this recession of a thing, we need to start planning. We need to start planning, and don't wait till the unexpected thing happens. Because when it happens, there is nothing you can do. You get to your job, like I think Adebola said, you get to your job, you are not notified. They're not going to notify you that, okay, because our company is having shortage on funds and stuff like that, that you are not we are not able to, you are not able to come on board with us anymore. And we've seen a lot of companies, having people laid off. So if you are being laid off today, what are you going to do? Are you going to fight your employer? You can't fight them. That's their company. It's because they cannot afford to pay your salary anymore. That's the reason why they ask you to go. And so for you not to fall into that trap, get something to do. For you not to fall into that category of people who are being laid off, who doesn't have anything to fall back on, get something to do. So we are not asking you to do much. Just get up and step up and do something. I hope I addressed your question.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. Yes. Step up and do something for yourself, for your household. Yes. You are that person that can change the last name of your family. What are you going to do? Sit down and look at me. Adebola, I'm bringing you in, okay? People need to know what they can do, okay? Especially when it has to do with mapping out their income sources. And I want you to, elaborate more on what we do, right? These ladies are
Okay.
always here with brother smiles. Yes, they sit down so comfortably, like nothing is pursuing them. They are not pursuing anything. Hey, guess what? If you know, you know. Yes,
Yes, sir.
because
Yes,
if I
sir.
have to go resume work by 9 o'clock, do you think I will be here? No, I'll be grumbling because I got night duty to go do. Like I used to do, right? Now, tell us, how can we map out our income sources and what do we do as business owners?
All right, thank you, Bushraya. Okay, let's talk about that. You've heard about the fact that recession is real, and you cannot depend on one source of income, especially if it's your job. It is not Job is not enough to put away an emergency fund. From the previous question, like Omolara said, some income from job is already done before you even get it. So you're just getting it to pay those bills. So they are not yours. All right. So no emergency fund is really possible with JOB. How can we, what can we do better? What is the alternative? We need to have a source of income that is recession proof, a source of income that, you don't have to wait for or exchange your time with someone until you get it. The kind of income that comes in regardless of what you're doing, where you are, what you do or don't do, or what is going on in the world. Okay? So if an income source is recession proof, that is so great. The kind of income that you can make even while you are sleeping. We say that a lot on this platform. That quote from Warren Buffett, a lot of people know who he is. That if you can't find a way to make money while you are sleeping, you're going to work till you die. I don't want to do that. I don't want to work till I die. Okay? The best thing is to have an income that is flowing, regardless of where I am, what I'm doing, or what time is it. So this is what we do. We can only tell you about what we do. And if you have more questions, then you can reach out to any of us. We are business owners. At our own various times, we decided that it wasn't enough to just rely on our JOB. And then we got into businesses individually, and then we met. So these are people, we didn't come together and say, okay, let's start a business. No, everybody started their business and we met. So like-minded people that went out to seek for something better because you knew what you had, what they had, then couldn't even take care of their dreams and their goals. So you need to go further for the better, for the greater. Don't just rely on that good job. You need to start a business. You need to find a leverage income, a residual income source, a leverage income source. The kind of income that you get, like I said, regardless of where you are or what time is it. We are business owners. We help other people to get started with their business. We provide different kind of services. We educate people about how to start their business, what they can do, how to scale their business. And because we have done it, some people did that for us. When we came on board, people did that for us. And now we are able to do the same for other people based on our own experience. And the good thing is that when you reach out to us, we show you what it is. You're going to know what you are getting into before you even get started. So nobody is going to force you into anything. You're going to see what it is that you're going to be doing. Oh, this is it. Oh, this is the result. Yeah, you're going to see the result from other people. Definitely not from you because you've not started. But you see the result that others are making in the community. You see what is possible. And then you decide, okay, do I want to go this path or not? There are a lot of things out there, but we can only tell you what we know because we have experienced it and it's working for us. None of us is less than 2 years here and we're not going anywhere. We have that thing that join, don't quit because we can make it happen. So reach out to any of us. You have our phone numbers on the screen. Let us help you. We are so passionate about reaching our community. And when I say our community, apologies to any other person, but I am an immigrant. The 4 of us are immigrants here in America. And we really want to reach our immigrant community, especially those who are from Africa. So if you are hearing us and you are from Africa, then reach out to us. reach out. So let's help you. Let's help you scale, because we do a lot of work, a lot in the we do 3 jobs, 2 jobs. Some people don't even have time to spend with their family. Even in the midst of recession, there's a solution. Things can be different from that. It can. It's happening. We're seeing it, and that's why we call this platform. If we can, you too can, because we saw that people were doing it, and we thought, oh, if they can, we can. And we have been doing it, and you too can. Please don't wait. Don't just dwell on or on skepticism and thinking, oh, they're just saying this, they're just saying that. We've been saying this for a long time, and we're still here. We didn't pack our bag and say, oh, okay, we've done talking, but we have decided to keep saying it. Even if it's one person's life that changes in a month, it's worth it, because that person's life would not have changed if the person didn't see us on the screen. So we're much about the quality, not the quantity. If it's 2 people that is gonna hear this thing, maybe the replay, and decide to take a step, it is a lot for us. So we're gonna be here, and we're saying, reach out to us. Let's talk. Let's talk as sister to sister, brothers to sisters to brothers, and let's show you what is real. Thank you, Moturayo.
Thank you so much. Hey, hey, I love that. Let's show you what is real. And guess what? In the midst of recession, there is a solution. But are you seeking the solution? Are you looking for the solution? Yes, take action now. Moduba, you're going to close us up on this. And I know it's quite funny, right? You opened us and you're going to close up on this.
Really?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Really?
So I'm throwing this question to you because you are an accountant, right? I want to ask you, what I mean, of what value does it mean to anyone at this time, or looking at getting themselves prepared, well prepared to be recession proof, to talk to their financial professionals?
Thank you, Mutsuraya. Before I address that question, I think I would like to also add on to say that the ladies have spoken, and they had mentioned the fact that it's important for you to get a recession proof type of income. Now, my question is, or my humble ask, folks, is that if you are listening to us wherever you are and you don't have that, or you're probably still asking, they've said it all, I still don't understand what this recession proof type of income is. Guess what? Then you should be reaching out to any of these numbers you see on the screen. Then we need to talk, let's have a one-on-one conversation. Let's talk, okay? Let's have a one-on-one conversation. Reach out to us. Let's tell you those things that are recession-proof type of income. And let's tell you the reason why you should be properly aligned like yesterday. So you're already late in the game. You want to make sure you reach out like immediately. Okay. Another thing I also want to mention before I talk about the financial professional, and that you kind of mentioned, why people should reach out to their folks, to their professionals, right? To see how can they be properly aligned in this type of recession period. One of the things a lot of us miss out during recession period is that we so much focus on, oh my gosh, it's recession, don't do this, let us cut down on cost, But guess what? You know what the wealthy do during this time period? They lesser focus on the opportunities it provides. I can tell you statistically that during recession-proven period, that is when certain industries thrive. In our type of business, during recession period, that is when we get the great momentum. It's moving because there are opportunities. What are you seeing? So my question is, when all of these things are happening, what do you see? It comes back again to mindset. What are you seeing? Are you seeing opportunities? Are you seeing, this is a need for me, to thrive. This will be an opportunity for my family to grow. I can, quickly jump in and create a niche for myself. Is that what you're seeing? Opportunities lie before us, especially during the recession. But only what you see, right, will determine if you'll be able to properly jump on and move with the flow. The train is moving, like you hear. There is a reason why we are professionals, folks. Meaning, these are individuals that are considered subject matter experts in that field. Okay? So it's very important. You might reach out to one or two. For those of us who probably have them, right? And if you don't have them, reach out to one. Reach out to one. Ask them these questions. Ask them, how can you better diversify your income? Diversify your income. They all said it. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Can you get one income, two income, three income? As a matter of fact, if you have a solo income in this age and time, you're probably operating in the old school. Everybody has left that class. You're probably the only one left there. And guess what? We don't want to leave you behind. If we can do it, you can. A whole lot of folks are doing it. Especially if you're aligned and you found a platform that is working like ours. I don't know about other platform. Adebola said it. We only know what we know, right? But nothing changes when nothing changes, people. You want to make sure that you're properly aligned and getting yourself along on the right path. The information is right here at your beck and call. What are you doing about it? Knowledge is power, not until it is applied. Don't forget, nothing changes when nothing changes. So do the needful. Reach out to us. We are here to help. We're very friendly. We will guide you through. We will show you the path. One of the ladies said it. We also never knew certain of these things existed. Somebody showed us the path. Guess what we are doing right now? We're paying the way forward so that you can come on board, you learn it, and you can do the same. And we make our community a better place. Thank you, Motoraya. Back to you.
Thank you so much. That was a great finish for this. You've heard all of these people. Yes. Take action. Do the needful. Secure yourself. Plan for yourself. Plan for your family. Plan to be recession proof. Guess what? It doesn't have to just be global recession. Okay? Plan as if it's gonna be a personalized recession for you tomorrow. Okay? You don't want to jeopardize the financial safety of your family. Okay? Remember, your job cannot get you to financial freedom. Right. But guess what? It can be the gateway if the right actions are taken. Okay? While you are still on that job, you can use it to pave way for extra source of income that can guarantee financial freedom. Thank you so much for being part of this episode. We appreciate you so much. And we say what? Creating passive income streams. Guess what? If we can, you absolutely can too.
Yes.
We say bye-bye till we see you again.
No matter the matter, RTID. Suffer for work, enjoy for heaven. This thing they happen to anyone. I come from nothing, better many things, but this thing they happen to anyone. I live the life that I love. I love the life that I live. Tomorrow is not promised, but I'll keep the things that I need. Love is in the air. No matter the matter, I'll be rich till I die. 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 Plan is plan A, better plan is plan B. No pay pain, no gain. No face, no case. Look good, look good. Look good, look good. I live the life that I love. I love the life that I live. Tomorrow's not promised, but I'll keep the things that I need. Love is in the air. Yeah, face mask. No matter the matter, I'll be rich till I die.